and let's see if I have any good ones for you guys. Hey, by the way, can I tell you guys that I decided to name my horse Mayo because Mayo neighs.
Wow, that that is a new low for a dad joke.
Okay, well, I tried.
That
But
wasn't even that wasn't even like I get it. You got to do better.
hey, I'm just waiting for one of you to take on the mantle from me and you begin bringing your own jokes that are funny to our meetings instead of me having to supply all the dad jokes, okay?
Will not happen.
All right, well, how's everybody doing today? You guys doing good?
Doing good.
Life in the big city's good there, Ashley?
Oh, very big. Yes. We got lots of snow. We got more yesterday. So
Did you really?
now they're probably about another 3 inches, I think.
That is just not right. You got to stop that.
I know first snow of the year was a doozy.
Don't like it. Need to stop that right now. We do not have snow here in the Tulsa metro, thank God.
Ever?
Random.
We'll usually get like once a year, maybe a little dusting, and then it just goes away.
We're in that lake effect band, so sometimes we get a lot.
Oh,
What does
I
that mean?
know.
The lake effect ban?
You got to
Like,
be
what
a
is it?
Michigan or an Indiana person to understand that
Yeah.
phrasing.
It's the
Yeah.
lake effect, and it's banned.
No, it's like an area that always like it comes off the lake and we get more snow than
Oh, it's
normal.
a banned, not it's
Yeah.
banned from being done. I gotcha.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yes, there's a thing called Lake Michigan, Steve.
Gotcha.
It's
It's
like
big.
this. It's big. There's a lot of water there. In fact, there's a whole bunch of lakes all the way around Michigan. And she's right down here in the corner, down here by Chicago. And the wind from the north comes in cold and goes across the lake and produces a lot of precipitation. And that is what we mean when we call lake effect snow. That is a true thing. Now you guys have a whole lesson on lake effect snow from up there in those northern parts. So. All right. Well, anybody have any objections, obstacles, hurdles that they were struggling to get over? Anything that I can help with? A customer that you need to get move into the next step? Anything like that that I can help with?
I know I'm kind of having a hard time. We've kind of been focused on realtors for like the last 6 weeks, and we have not gotten a lot of call-ins or anything, web forms. So I'm running out of ideas on who to call. I'm trying to keep myself busy.
I would call
And
realtors and I would never stop calling realtors. Um, because there's 8,000 of them with a license in your town.
Wow.
yeah, I think it's I looked it up. Well anyway, it's a challenge to keep the numbers. You know what I mean? Keep looking up numbers but if that's what you want us to do, man, I'm happy to do it. So.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is that you know, realtors are always coming and going. And according to, I'm just giving you the number John told me. I don't know what the exact number is for you guys. John told me when he looked in the MLS, there was 8,000. So what I would do is I would just continue to call them until you get more and more of those meetings because I can't tell you which one is going to be the Jenny Pollards of the world or the John DeSmits of the world. But when you make the call, you just have to make sure that you're following that script 100% to a T, not having a different conversation, having that conversation just to invite them. And when you're inviting them, you get a certain number of them that will show up and a certain number that won't. Like you get a certain number that book, a certain number that won't. So you just have to go through the numbers to find the few. You got to talk to a lot to find a few. And that's going to be true in anything. So Dream 100 is always talk to a lot and find a few. Steve, why don't you talk about the Dream 100 and realtor referrals and what it means to you?
Well, I got to tell you, Aaron, lately I've kind of been afraid of the calendar because its days are numbered, but that's a whole nother story.
Lame.
I looked up a dad joke.
Don't
Hey,
You
hey,
bought a
make it
dad joke,
worse.
Steve.
Don't
I
make
am
it
hey,
worse.
hey,
Don't make it worse. Don't egg him
what,
on. Let him go.
what do a tick and the Eiffel Tower have in common?
Oh.
a
They're both
tick.
Paris sites. Paris sites. Anyway, um, it's it's like a boring, mind-numbing task when you call the same person that you know isn't going to answer and isn't going to text you back, and it's frustrating because you're like, why am I doing this? Aaron and I were actually talking about this last night because there's a builder in Texas that I work with that doesn't sell a lot of houses, and the son is a real estate agent. And I mean, I steady like pursued him for I don't know probably like 90 days, and I just couldn't get even. I had met him in person, I just couldn't get him to like really respond unless it was like a deal they were working on the building side. And he had texted me yesterday asking about our one-time close, and I was like, well, hey, I really need an application. He was doing it for his personal thing, and I was like, really an application to be accurate. And he was like, well, I already applied with this other cross-country person that I've used in the past. And I was like, bro, I've literally been blowing you up for, you know, months. I don't know why you wouldn't have reached out to me. I had kind of written him off because I thought he's in college. Maybe he's like one of these part timers. And then Aaron was like, Steve, he's selling a ton of houses. You need to just stay after him. And so my point in that is that anybody that is not responding to you, if you know that you can look up their production and you know that they sell a lot, that's why they're not responding to you.
Exactly.
And if they don't sell a lot, that's probably why they're not responding to you. And you just have to understand that if it was easy, everybody would be doing it. And most people aren't going to stay the course. They're going to give up. And one day they're going to text and say, will you stop effing texting and calling me? Or they're going to say, thanks for keeping in touch. So sorry I have been unresponsive. I actually have a client that's looking in your price range, right? And so the trick is to try to find information that you can send to them that you think might be beneficial. And one of the ways that I've done that is I Google them, I look them up, I creep their Facebook, I find out like what they're into. That's how I found. I ask around. That's how I found that Glenn Shaw was a big golfer. And I made golf balls for him. So I found out that Jamie loved lip gloss and candy. And you just kind of have to find where you can connect with them, like on a personal level, but it's not weird, you know? Like you might find out that you've got a mutual connection and a friend that's on Facebook, and I would call that friend and be like, hey, what's the deal with XYZ top agent? Because we'd really like them to bring us buyers, but they don't really ever respond to us. And they might say, well, he's a prick, that's why. Or they might say, he's super busy, stay after him. Or he might say,
Steve,
hey, he's great, let him know you know me. Yeah.
let me jump in. Who's a realtor that refers you business, a lot of business, um, that and how did you meet that person?
Uh, Charles Manley's a big agent. I met him through the real estate TV experts. Boris Stotchill that's up in Joplin.
How did you get them to start talking to you and referring you business?
Kind of a combination of circle of influence. I worked with other agents that were in the same group that they were in, so it came as a recommendation from another top agent. But most of the like Kelsey Radford, who's in Owasso, which is kind of north of Tulsa, we closed like one deal with her, and I just met her, and then I just stayed after her. And one of the ways that I do it is um, I send them clients. Like I did that to Kelsey today. I had a lady from California that's buying a $350,000 house in Oklahoma. She's relocating here. She doesn't have an agent. I just got her pre-approved, and I called Kelsey and said, "Hey, she's buying in Owasso. You're in Owasso." And so for me, that creates loyalty because they don't get referrals from other lenders. I mean, if you like, I'll ask agents that. I'm like, "Hey, how many times have you got a referral from your favorite lender that you've worked with for 5 years?" Like, what do you mean? I'm like, "Well, do they ever send you deals? I mean, you send them all your deals, but do they ever send you deals?" And they're like, "No, I think he gets all of his deals from other agents." I'm like, "Okay, well, would it be valuable to you if a lender sent you a client?" "Well, yeah." "Okay, cool. I'm gonna send you one because I'm always working in my network and my circle of influence, and I'm getting clients that are unattached, right?" And I had an agent, Daryl Baskin, that I pursued for. He was the top agent in Tulsa before even Shaw, that I pursued for. I think he finally talked to me after 1 year, and he said, "Sorry, I've just been ignoring you on purpose because I was just going to see if you would stick." Because I get approached by lenders all the time, and usually within 6, 8, 9 months, they're out of the business, and I'm not wasting my time. No offense. And I was like, interesting.